As an independent musician, it's important to stay informed and carry on growing your music knowledge and progressing. So I'm going to share 5 blogs that I read and sometimes watch in order to progress in my music career. The very first one is DIYMusician Blog by CDBaby, and this blog actually is the most up-to-date blog that I've seen in the music industry that is constantly giving informative information to progress as an independent musician. The only snag is it mainly focuses on the US market, but applying some of their social media techniques is very useful to progress, and they are constantly producing other information such as podcasts, such as videos, vlogs in order to progress. So I highly recommend the DIYMusician Blog by CDBaby. The next one is my one, Skillmusicsa.com, and this one is primarily focused on musicians in the South African context. So if you are an independent musician in South Africa, this is where you'll find music information tailored to you, specifically on the side of registration, SAMRO, Capasso, and the other CMOs, collective management organizations. So head over to skillmusicsa.com to keep informed with regards to the South African context. The next blog is groover.co. Now groover.co is primarily a service to get onto Spotify playlists, but they do have a blog for independent musicians. This is kind of focused with regards to the EU context. So if you're in the European Union or in Europe, then this blog is not just for that, but there is other information that can help you improve and stay informed and get you progressing as an independent musician. They tailor to a variety of countries in the EU, so make sure when you're on their blog that you change it to the English version if English is your tongue, or there are other languages such as Portuguese or French, so make sure you're actually reading the correct version. The next one is for the African context and for South Africa, and this is Music in Africa. Music in Africa does primarily give a lot of information with regards to how to register as a musician, but they also link other contexts within Africa such as Sudan and Nigeria, for example, and they do often share funding opportunities with regards to the African context. So Music in Africa is very focused on the African context, and I highly suggest it if you're a musician within Africa. Sonicbids provides an alternative to the other blogs, which gives you progress and information on how to progress. So if you are struggling to get information, head over to Sonicbids because they have a blog too. And of course, if data is not a problem, I highly suggest just going to YouTube because you get the audio and you can kind of multitask the information that's coming from YouTube. Some channels to consider is this one that you're watching right now, Skillmusicsa. Don't forget to subscribe. And there are others such as Adam Ivy, Curtis King TV is another one for the American context. DJ Payne one is another one that I sometimes watch. But if you want the informative marketing side of things, definitely check out DIYMusician by CDBaby. They have a vlog version of their blog and of their podcast. But don't forget to join my mailing list. I'll leave a link in the description below to stay informed with regards to the South African context and South African music business.